Hi Cardinals, hope you're having a great day. I have an art project to share with you. This project could be for any ages. However, our youngest friends would need a little help and assistance. I think it will be something interesting for any age to do. We're going to be inspired by an artist named Dale Chihuly. He's a sculptor. He loves to do sculpture, and the sculptures involve color and light. He uses glass as his material. I have a little glass piece here I want to share with you. This is not a Dale Chihuly piece, but it's something that I have in my house, and it's a little glass bowl. Now Dale's work is much larger than that. Here's a picture of some of his work. Notice the way the forms are twisting and spiraling, and how many pieces of glass that is. Here's another example. This one is totally different. I like them both. Would you say that this is a warm color scheme or a cool color scheme? It's warm, isn't it? There's a lot of beautiful pinks, oranges, reds. The other one was also a warm color scheme, a lot of beautiful yellow. Now sometimes Dale will use the cool colors in his work. He likes both, but he usually focuses on one or the other, all warms or all cools. Now Dale is very skillful, as you can see, sculpting with glass. He has to get the glass very, very hot so that he can manipulate it and form it into these different sculptures. We won't be able to do exactly that, but we're going to try to make our own sculpture using color and light. So how are we going to do it? We're going to use ordinary materials. Here's our list. We'll use some Sharpies for color, or if you don't have any colored Sharpies and you have a black Sharpie, you can use that. We're going to use some plastics from the recycle bin. It could be water bottles, cups, or other items that we find. We're going to need some scissors and a hole punch. When we finish, we're going to have something really interesting to use as a sculpture. Here's one that has been started. This is made from water bottles. Each of these spirals was a plastic water bottle, colored with Sharpies and cut up. Here's another idea. This was a plastic food container. Let's take a look at a light source added to this. We know that glass art needs light. Makes it more exciting to look at for sure. Now if you don't have any of those items, but maybe you have some plastic lids from some food containers, you can see those are going to be really pretty too. So anything you can find, just be creative. Here's something unusual. This was a container that had light bulbs, so I thought those shapes were real interesting, those shapes and forms. All right, let's talk about our process. Our process will start with coloring our plastic items using our Sharpies. Then we're going to consider a warm or a cool color scheme, you choose. Then we're going to cut the water bottles into spirals very carefully. We'll add a hole to hang it up, maybe in a sunny window. All right, so let's talk about the water bottle spirals first, and then we'll talk about the plastic cups like these. All right, so we'll take an ordinary water bottle from the recycle bin. It could be any size. We'll need to take off the wrapper. Now the small ones do work fine, but the most beautiful spirals probably from the larger ones. All right, so we're going to color the whole thing. Here's one that just got started. When we color in our water bottles, it's a little different from normal coloring because this is a crinkly plastic water bottle. But we'll just do the best we can getting our Sharpie on there. If we can color the whole water bottle, it's going to make a beautiful sculpture. And it takes patience to color this all in. Now, one thing to remember, we don't want to put colors on top of colors because it kind of rubs the first color off. So just if you want to change color, just make another color section. So this was a green, and then I put some blue, and now I'm doing some turquoise blue. So you can change colors and make a design, but try not to smudge the colors together. All right, so you just keep going. When your entire water bottle is colored in, now we're ready to cut. I'm going to use these regular scissors, or if your parents have big scissors and they're allowing you to use those, that's fine too. Always be safe. You may need a parent to help you begin. We're going to need to cut off the bottom of the bottle first. So we'll make a little cut, and then we'll just cut off this bottom section. Now the bottom's gone. Now we're going to start cutting, and we're just going to cut around and around, going up in a spiral. Keep going up. Notice I'm turning the bottle so that I can keep cutting and keep going up in a spiral. Now I'm going a little bit fast. You can go as slow as you need to. We'll cut all the way up to the top, and we do not need this little top edge of the water bottle. All right, so we have our spiral. Some people like to cut them in half. You can do that if you wish. And some people like to take a hole punch a hole. This might be another thing you can do all by yourself, or younger may need a little help. And we can take a piece of wire or thread, string, and we can hook all these together. So my spiral sculpture is growing. Got about 6 pieces. I really like it. I think I would like it even better if it had more. I want to do this project at school with all the students making the parts. Then we would have a real feeling of the Dale Chihuly. So let's keep that in mind when we're back at school. Now we have some other options for Dale Chihuly sculptures. Some people really like using these plastic cups from the store. They look like this. Now you can color the whole cup in with your Sharpies. It may be even easier than coloring with the coloring on the water bottles. You can color inside if you like. This could be a warm color scheme. I could start with orange. And then you're just going to keep going. If you want to switch to the outside, you can do that, or you can keep coloring on the inside. So you keep going until the whole cup is colorful. Now you can stop there and it'll look great, and you can add it to the sculpture. Like some cups would look really good added to this big container. There is, however, another special method you could use if you want to with the plastic cups. You can actually heat the plastic cup and cause it to change and melt a little bit. We have to use a special process and special safety precautions. The main thing we need to do is ask a parent for help. So if you want to melt your plastic cup, you must get your parent's permission and help. You'll color your cup in first with Sharpie. Now you can do that all by yourself. But the heating part, that's where we need our parents. We're going to put it on a cookie sheet in the oven, or we can place it in a small rotisserie style toaster oven. And when I do this, I like to take it outdoors so that there's no funny smells in my kitchen. You place your cup in your oven, you turn it to 200 degrees, and you're going to set the timer for 3 minutes approximately. And you can keep an eye on it. At first, it looks like nothing happens, and then you'll see the plastic cup start to change and kind of melt a little bit. And when we do this process, let's put it right here. When we do this process, something real interesting happens. The plastic kind of sinks and melts and shifts. This one sank all the way down. This was a cup at first. Now, if you would like to, you may want to punch a hole before you put it in the toaster oven. You can punch a hole when it's still unmelted, and then you'll be able to hook it together with others and make your very own Chihuly style sculpture. Some of his sculptures look like flowers, some look like underwater, undersea creatures. He's an awesome artist to learn about. I hope you will enjoy making your very own Dale Chihuly style sculptures with the help of your family. I've enjoyed being with you in this video, and I hope you have a great day. Don't forget, if you wish to share your work, you can always email me at this email address. All right. Whoops, sorry, that's the right side. Everitt at strichardschool.org. Have a great day. Bye-bye.